Plays it in on the right side to Kristi Kinney. To Olhausen in the circle. Lautner drives left side, misses a layup. Rebound Olhausen, puts it up, scores, is fouled, and counts the basket. Robinot gets the bucket, and who's going to get the foul? It'll be Candy Miller of Stuart Menlo. Just seconds into the game, Olhausen will go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. As Lautner missed the left side layup, but Olhausen there for the rebound, makes the basket. And she's the JFS leading free throw shooter, 78%. Misses, barely hits the rim with that one, and on the floor, ball picked up by the Cyclone, Stacy Moss. Into the front court, picked off in midcourt by Tara Lautner. Turnover for Stuart Menlo. To Kristi Kinney, comes into the lane, and as it's stripped away, nice defensive play by Candy Miller with a steal for Miller, and into the front court it goes for the first time for Stuart Menlo.
And there's the first of her average 9 steals, Doug.
Michelle Belden inside the Stroh. Layup is no good. Rebound to the Jeffettes, Kristi Burnell. For 9 steals of all game for Belden. Inside, pass batted away. Another steal for Belden. Lautner forced that. A double team. They had Kinney bottled up. 2-0 Jeffettes, so 2 quick steals for Belden. And now the Cyclones throw it away. A pass from Kane off the hand of Belden and out of bounds. We have Belden in the front court, Belding in the guard court. Candy Miller was the girl got that last steal, we should say, for Stuart Menlo.
Miller's got both steals, Doug.
Miller's got them both, right. Miller has both steals. Here's Olhausen, shot free throw line, no good. Offensive rebound, Kinney. She scores and is fouled. Well, 2 steals for Candy Miller, now 2 fouls for Candy Miller. And Tom, how do the defenses line up here?
Jeffettes, Doug, in their familiar man-to-man, and we get to see Stuart Menlo once or twice a season. They always play a zone, and they're in that 1-2 zone again tonight.
First free throw for Kinney, 65%er on the year. Free throw is good. 3 points for Kristi, and a 5-0 Jeffette lead of just over a minute into the game. A substitution. Nikki Roberts from Holland, 5'11 and a half, in the guard court for Stacy Moss for Stuart Menlo. Cyclones have it in the front court, and Stroh on the far side. Can't be too many players from Holland can say they played Iowa girls 6-player basketball. Nikki Roberts can, and Coach Roth says she is just now coming on. Really played well in a 10-point loss to Dallas Center Grimes Saturday night. Dallas Center Grimes, the Phillies with a good ball club. Inside, the move to Kane. Basket's good, and a foul, but no, don't count the basket. Foul first on Amy Gardner. First Jeffette foul. No basket. 5-0 Jeffettes, minute and a half into the game. Kane on the left baseline will fake the shot from 15, dribble into the lane, and pass left side to Ann Stroh. Stroh to Kane. Now free throw line, Belden. She'll shoot it from there, and it is good. First Stuart Menlo points. The 5'11 junior, Michelle Belden, gets the Cyclones on the board. The Jeffettes have the ball back. Inside, basket good for Robin Olhausen. She has 4 quick points. 7-2 Jeffettes. Now here comes Stroh. Breakaway layup is good. No defense whatsoever for the Jeffettes that time. Ann Stroh gets the easy breakaway. 7-4 is the score. First points for Ann. And Kristi Kinney with a left side layup for the Jeffettes. She has 5 points. It's 9-4. We're going to be about 120 to 110 at this rate, Tom.
There hasn't been a lot of defense so far, that's for sure.
2.5 minutes into the game. Kane between the circles, picks up the dribble, goes left side to Michelle Belden. Just inside the three-point line. Michelle passes back to Teresa Kane. Underneath for Stroh, the layup, no good. Couple of missed layups for Stuart Menlo, or they'd be within 1. Rebound to Amy Gardner into the front court for the Jeffettes, leading 9-4. Lautner outside, gives to Olhausen. Free throw line, passes back to Tara. To Robin again, inside, the pass tipped away through the legs of Lautner, and who comes up with a loose ball? Candy Miller. Another steal, 3 quick ones for her. 3 minutes into the game, 9-4 Jeffettes. Stuart Menlo has the ball. The first of 2 here on 1310 Country. They lob it inside to Stroh. Her shot is good. Left side of the lane, banked it off the glass. 4 points for Ann Stroh. And the defenses haven't really shown up yet. Although Miller does have some steals. Here's Kinney, bounce pass in the lane to Lautner. Shot no good. The rebound to Nikki Roberts. Stuart Menlo could close within 1. It's a 9-6 ball game. 3.5 minutes into the contest. Kane out front between the circles, goes to Belden behind the three-point line. Teresa Kane on the left side with it, moves down on the baseline. is in trouble, and a 3-second call. Kristi Burnell down with the defense that time.
Yeah, Kane got too far down on the left baseline, and her teammates really didn't help her by going to the ball aggressively.
Inbounds, right to Gardner in the backcourt for the Jeffettes, leading 9-6. Cross-court pass from Burnell is knocked out of bounds by Teresa Kane. It'll stay with the Jeffettes. At no. One of the far officials said it's Black's ball, but...
And I think they got Robin Olhouse for being on the line, Doug.
All right, that's what the call is. Kane obviously hit the ball out of bounds, but Olhouse on the line, so Stuart Menlo gets it back. Another chance to trim it to 1. Down low to Stroh. She traveled, no call. Shot no good from the right side of the lane. Gardner rebounds. Jeffettes lead at 9-6, 4 minutes into the game, and now the scoring pace is slowed. Here's Olhausen down low to Kinney. Breakaway for 2. Kristi Kinney with 7 of the 11 Jeffett points. She's averaging just over 40 a game. Jeffett have the 5-point lead for the 4th time. Kane behind the 3-point line on the right side. Dribbles once, bounce pass to Stroh. Moves baseline, nice move. Gets caught into the basket. Dishes to Belden, who cannot hit the shot, but is fouled. That's on Nicole Wright.
An excellent ball movement, Doug. Stroh drove the baseline and did a nice job of dropping off after she was double-teamed to Belden.
Team fouls even at 2. And a shooting situation for Michelle Belden, her first free throws tonight. Michelle on the season, a 65% free thrower. This popped out, no good. Halfway down and popped out of there off the glass. 3:26 to go first period. Belden trying to hit 1 out of 2, and she does. Michelle with 3 points, and it's 11-7. Jeffett with the lead, and they play it in. Underneath the Stuart Menlo basket. Gardner to Burnell in the backcourt. Kristi with the lob to Kristi Kinney in midcourt. Right side, Tara Lautner with the ball. On the 3-point line, passes inside. It's knocked away by Candy Miller. Very active here in the early going. Jeffettes by 4. 5's been their biggest lead. Olhausen has the ball and hits the top of the glass with a shot, but Kinney saves it. Comes inside, his shoot is fouled and counts the basket. That's on Mickey Roberts, the foreign exchange student from Holland. Her first, the team's 3rd, and 9 points for Kinney. It's 13-7, although the points aren't up on the board yet. Now they go up. And Roberts will come out of the ball game, and Stacy Moss back in for Stuart Menlo. Kinney 1 of 1 from the line up here trying for her second 3-point play, and she gets it. And Kristi Kinney already, as we have a foul on Teresa Kane of Stuart Menlo, fouling Kristi Burnell of the Jeffettes. Now 14 fouls on Stuart Menlo and 2 for the Jeffettes. That's the first on Kane. I was going to say, Tom, 10 points already for Kinney.
Well, we saw her shoot very poorly the other night at Carrollton. Tonight, 4 of 4 from the field.
Here's Kinney, misses 5 for 5, and the 12-footer popped out on her, and the rebound to Candy Miller. Jeffettes by 7, that's their biggest lead. Stuart Menlo's ball. Kane in the center circle, passes right side to Belden. 2:39 to go first period. Kane to Belden from 15 feet. They look inside, Stroh is covered. Kane outside with the ball. Teresa, bounce pass to Stroh, loose ball, but Stroh saved back to Teresa Kane. Free throw line, Belden will pass left side to Kane. Out of hand, Stroh has to come up beyond the free throw line to get the ball. Back to Teresa Kane, 15-footer, good. Teresa's first points of the night, leading scorer at 26 points per ball game, and it's 14-9 with just over 2 minutes to go first period. Got that ball open from the free throw line. Kinney shoots and scores a dozen for Kristi already. 55's her career high. Got that here against St. Edmund in a 107-75 win over the Gales. Jeffettes at St. Edmund this Friday. We'll have that girl-boy doubleheader on 13-10 Country. Beautiful reverse layup here for Ann Stroh in the basket for the senior. And she now has 6 points. It's 16-11. Well, that was some move, Doug.
Excellent move, Doug.
You can't ask for a better reverse lay-in than that one from Ann Stroh. Here comes Lautner, and she has the ball deflected away by Belding into the hands of Candy Miller. And the Cyclones with it back. They could close within a couple. To Stroh on the right side. Nice move in the lane. It gets tied up in there, though, by Burnell. As Burnell, Gardner, and Stroh all hit the deck. The arrow points to Stuart Menlo, so they'll hang on to it, trailing by 5. 1:21 to go first period. Belden inbounds it, loose on the floor, but Stroh picks it up to Kane on the left wing. Dribbles it, passes down to Stroh, back to Teresa in the lane, and back out again. To Stroh, back to Teresa Kane, shooting from 18. The shot's good, but it won't count. Traveling before the shot. No basket. The Cyclones turn it over. What about the turnover situation, Tom?
5 apiece right now, Doug. Few too many.
A little bit high. Right to the backcourt, plays it into Gardner. Into the front court to Kristi Kinney. 7's been the biggest Jeff had lead. They have a chance to get that here. Oh, a nice job by Miller tying up Kristi Kinney. Although Kristi wasn't in the lane, they didn't call the foul. Should have been a foul, but no call there. You have to be in the lane with the ball in order for that guard to reach in, and that's what happened. They were about a foot outside the lane, but the jump call, and the arrow to the Jeff had. Outside shot, an air ball by Olhausen. But Kinney rebounds, and she's fouled on the shot on the way up. Steph Belding with her first foul, 15 foul. There'll be 2 shots coming for Kinney. 52 seconds to go first period. 16-11 Jeff had.
The only thing I can think on that tie-up call is perhaps Kinney maybe was juggling the ball or something as she started to pass. But as you said, clearly out of the lane.
Kristi, 2 for 2 from the line, misses this one. She double clutched when she went up. She started the free throw, stopped, and then went up again. Probably something you don't want to do when you're shooting free throws. Second one for Kinney is short. She's 2 of 4, but gets the loose ball. Now it's knocked out of bounds by Miller, and it'll stay with the Jeff net. 16-11 ball game. 51 seconds to go first period. Olhausen has the ball on the right side, put in by Lautner. Back to Tara, who's been battling the flu. And we've got a whistle. 3 seconds in the lane against the Jaffettes. Stuart Menlo gets it back. The scoring pace has really slowed down, and that certainly would be to Stuart Menlo's favor, I would think, Tom.
Yeah, they don't need to get in a scoring spurt with the Jaffettes here, probably.
Jaffettes averaging 77.5, giving up 57.5. Here's a near steal for Lautner, but Miller saves for Stuart Menlo. In the front court with a half minute to go, the Cyclones have the basketball. Belden sees Kane at the free throw line. Drives down the left side and is cut off by Kristi Burnell on the drive. Now Stroh outside, shoots it from 15. It's still good. Rebound on the floor. Burnell had it and lost it. Now Gardner saves for the Jaffettes. 14 seconds to go before the quarter ends. And a 16-11 lead. Here's Kinney, left side, crossover. Can't hit the layup. 16-11, and Stuart Menlo will try to launch one here with 2 seconds to go. Stroh from 17 feet. The shot's no good off the glass, and after 1 period in Jefferson, unbeaten Jaffette 16, Stuart Menlo Cyclone 11. Now Laura Myers, 5'5" junior, and Heidi Lindbergh, 5'7" junior in the guard court with Amy Gardner for the Jaffette. Belden, Kane, and Stroh in the front court for the Cyclones. Belden open from 17 on the right wing, won't shoot. To go to Kane, who will shoot it from there, no good. And another rebound for Gardner, who is racking up pretty good numbers.
She's got 4 right now, too, in the rebound category.
Kinney in the circle, bounce pass to Robin Olhausen. Robin, run dribble, fires it to Lautner. Nice touch pass to Kinney for 2. Lautner just touched that like a volleyball, slapped it over to Kinney with 14 points. 18-11, Jaffettes equal their biggest lead at 7. Cyclone ball. Kane left side comes into the lane and right across it. Passes back out to Belden. To Teresa, she'll shoot from 15. It's off the ring, no good, and chased down on the floor by Laura Myers. Jaffettes have a chance to get their biggest lead. There's a center line violation not called against the Cyclones, as the Jaffettes still have the ball. Here's Olhausen missing from 10. Kinney rebounds, puts it up and scores. 16 points for Kristi Kinney, and that is the biggest Jaffette lead at 20-11. 9 points the difference. Candy Miller with a lot of steals, but that time, Tom, she went for it, didn't get it, and ended up giving up an easy basket.
Yeah, gambled, and she out of rebounding position.
Here's Stroh, right wing, 10-footer, good! And Stroh had it pop out on her and then pop back in. 8 points for Ann to lead the Cyclones. She averages 20 points a game. That's a 7-point difference. Top of the circle, Olhausen down underneath. Nice move to Kinney, who scores! Counts the basket and a foul on Stacy Moss, her first. This will be the 4th attempt at a 3-point play the Jaffettes have had. We've got 6:27 to go before halftime. Which obviously means, Tom, they're getting the ball inside for one thing.
Getting the ball inside, and with Miller out on the point of that 1-2 zone, she gambles, and it's paid off in forced steals. But also when they beat that pressure, it allows you to get some easy buckets.
Free throw no good. Kinney 2 for 5. Jeff had 2 for 6 from the line is all. They're a 67% shooting team from the line on the season. 22-13 ball game. Kinney with 18 points. Michelle Gass ready to come in for the Stuart Menlo guard court. Here comes Kane on a drive, who's followed by Laura Myers. No basket, but 2 free throws coming up for Teresa Kane, who has just 2 points, averaging 26 a game. And from the free throw line, Teresa 62%er. Coming out of the Stuart Menlo guard court, Stacey Moss, and in the 5'8 junior, Michelle Gass. Free throw no good, missed badly on the left side of the rim by Kane. That foul on Myers, her first, third team foul. Second one just lifts off there, no good. Stroh tipped it, but it's picked up off the floor by the Jeffettes, Laura Myers. They have it in the front court, leading by 9. Here's Lautner in the lane, comes left side, and the shot blocked by who? By Belding? By Belding, and Kristi Kinney commits a foul over the back. First foul on Kinney, 4th team foul, so after this, both teams are the 1-1. 5:54 to play in the half, and the Jeffettes by 9. Outside of the right wing, that's Belding, and she'll shoot it and barely hits the rim. We've got too much on that one. Caught the outside part of the rim on the way down. Myers with a rebound to Kinney. Fires it on the baseline to Lautner, who had to go high to save it. Back to Kristi in the circle. To Robin Olhausen, open from 15. She won't shoot. Lautner to Olhausen in the circle. Dumps it down low to Kristi. Little shot is short off the rim. No good. And the rebound is Steph Belding of Stuart Menlo. 22-13 ball game. Jeffettes with the lead. They've led throughout. Jumped out to a 5-0 margin. Belding gives to Kane. Right side. 15-footer. No good. But chased down by Teresa Kane. To Ann Stroh left side. Kane will shoot it again. This time it's good from 15 feet. And that's 4 points for Teresa Kane. It's a 7-point ball game. 22-15, 5 minutes to go before halftime. Lautner in the circle. Passes right side to Robin Olhausen. Underneath to Kristi, wide open. And there's 2 more for Kinney. She's got 20. And the Jeffette lead 24-15. And again, Tom, when you gamble on every single pass, you give up easy baskets.
Yeah, it's cost them more so this quarter than it did in the first.
Inside, Belding has it for the Cyclones. Dishes back out to Kane, who will drive left side. Underhanded scoop shot, no good, but a foul on Laura Myers. That's her second. And free throws for Teresa Kane, who is 0 for 2 from the line. Nice move by Kane, cutting to her left and then scooping that ball up there. Kristi Burnell ready to re-enter the Jeffette guard court. First free throw, no good. 0 for 3 from the line for Teresa Kane, and coming out will be Amy Gardner. Kristi Burnell in the guard court with 2 juniors, Laura Myers and Heidi Lindberg. Lindberg turned 17 yesterday. Kane gets the second free throw to go, so she's 1 of 4 from the line. That's 5 points. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ann Stroh on the inbound play, and the Jeffettes will try it again, leading 24-16.
So Doug, did you wish her happy birthday on birthday and anniversary show?
Absolutely.
Attaboy.
Heidi Lindberg. Now into the front court, the ball goes. Jeffettes with a chance to get their biggest lead. 9's been the biggest. They lead now by 8 and have the ball. Lautner open from 12, right side. Cannot hit it. Kinney rebound, shoots. Yeah, no good, but a foul. Steph Belding with her second foul. Now the Jeffettes have shot just 2 of 6 from the free throw line, so that's probably a good place to put them. Kinney just 2 of 5. Lautner hasn't scored tonight. She's averaging 20 points a game. Sarah's been sick the last couple of ball games, and looks a little sluggish here tonight. First free throw is good for Kinney.
Kristi Kinney, we've played less than a quarter and a half. She's got 5 offensive rebounds already.
And is racking up the points. This is number 20 as both free throws are good. The Jeffettes lead 26 to 16, rather 22 points for Kinney, we should say. 22 for Kristi. The lead is 10, the biggest, and loose ball on the floor. Kane had the pass go off her hands. It was not a good pass. The steal to Myers, to Lindberg, and into the front court it goes. Up by 10, 4 minutes to go before halftime. Olhausen comes down the right side. Oh, had the layup and didn't take it. Gives back to Lautner, to Robin. Right side shot, no good. Kenny had the ball, lost it out of bounds. If she fell down, it will be Stuart Menlo. Just about had a 6 offensive rebound. Cyclones play it in. That's Miller to Belding in the guard court. Off to Gass, back to Belding. We got a travel call against Steph Belding, and that gives it back to the Jeffettes, leading by 10. 3:39 to go in the half. Here on 1310 Country from Jefferson. Jeffettes and Stuart Menlo. The first look at the Cyclones this year. Here's outside shot. Kenny, nothing but net from 16 feet to the right of the lane. 24 for Kristi Kinney. He certainly is carrying the load, and that's a dozen-point lead for the Jeffettes. Kane outside the three-point line, dribbles once and passes right side to Belding. Open from 15, the shot no good. Rebound to Kane on the weak side, turns, wants to shoot, can't get it, and double dribble. Laura Myers fouled with the defense that time.
You know, Laura Myers played very well, Doug. She's got a steal earlier. She forced that turnover. She's got 3 rebounds and not very much play time here.
Stuart Menlo, Coach Dean roll calls timeout. Jeffettes lead at 28-16, 3:09 to go in the half. Let's hear that. They've paid their dues, so to speak, and the crowds do turn out. Jeffettes in the guard court, nearly throw it away, but Heidi Lindbergh saves, and they have it in the front court now with a dozen-point lead. 28-16, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Lautner, hasn't scored yet. Double team, he gives out to Kristi Kinney, open from the free throw line, but won't shoot. Gives to Olhausen, back to Lautner, looking for first points, and the shot is flat. No good, and a rebound around Olhausen. She's fouled as she started to go back up. That foul is number 1 on Michelle Gass. Gass, Miller, and Belding the guards for Stuart Menlo. A 1-1, not in the act of shooting, the officials say. 1-1 for Robin Olhausen, who's 0 for 1, but the Jeffettes' leading free throw shooter on the year. This free throw is good. Fewer attempts than the other 2 forwards for Robin, but came into the game 35-45. Gets the first one, and now the second one. It's no good, so she just won a 3, but Gass hit the ball out of bounds, and Jeffettes will get it back. 5 points for Olhausen. Lead is 13, and the Jeffettes get the ball back. Olhausen has it in the right corner, out to Lautner, behind the three-point line on the left wing. Kara passes to Robin, back to Kara, open from 10, shoots, and gets her first point for the night. Lautner for 2, and the lead climbs to 15. 31-16. Cyclones need a little scoring crunch here. They'll find themselves out of it at the half. Kane, outside pass, left side Belding, shoots from 17, no good off the rim. Rebound to Burnell, and a foul to Ann Stroll for Stuart Menlo over the back. 31-16 with 2:11 to go in the half. And the Jeffettes bring Nicole Wright and Amy Gardner back into the guard court. Kinney to the line for the 1-1. 24 points for Kristi Kinney.
And credit Lindbergh and Myers. Real nice job in there. About 6 minutes of good solid play in that guard court for the Jeffettes.
Stuart Menlo has been held to 5 points in 6 minutes of play in this quarter. Kinney cannot hit the free throw. She's 4 of 8 from the line is all. Rebound to Candy Miller of Stuart Menlo. Jeffettes with 2 seniors, 4 juniors. Stuart Menlo just the opposite. 4 seniors, 2 juniors in their lineup. Here's Stroll from the circle. Won't shoot. Goes into the lane, though, and a 3-second call, and that's against Belding. Turns it back to the Jeffettes, who lead at 31-16. And the Cyclones offensively are struggling right now. They don't want a scoring derby with the Jeffettes, but they do need to score a little faster pace than they are presently. Long, high-arching pass from Wright to Olhausen in the front court.
And Coach Baxter will not happy with that play.
Here's Olhausen on the right side. Dumps it down low, right into the hands of Michelle Gass. That was really forced in there, and Gass just said, thank you very much. He gets the steal. Cyclones down by 15. They have the ball late in the second quarter. Belding, baseline shot, good from 10 feet on the left side. Michelle Belding with 5 points now. 31-18. Just over a minute to go in the half. Outside of the right wing, Kristi Kinney passes to Robin Olhausen to shoot it from 13, and the shot rings around and goes in. Olhausen with 7 points, and the lead is 15 once again. That equals the Jeffettes' biggest. 55 seconds to go in the half. Kane beyond the free throw line, looking inside, and that's well covered. Passes out to Ann Stroll. Stroll down to Teresa, loose ball, and Kane saves it. Back to Stroll. Good Jeffette defense here. Kane from outside shoots the 15-footer, no good, and Amy Gardner rebounds Lobs it in the front court off Kinney's hand. Saved by Burnell and in the front court to Olhausen. Jeffette could go up by 17 at the half. Kinney out to Olhausen. Double team on Kristi. Lautner on the right side will shoot it from 10. It's good. 4 points for Tara Lautner, and with 18 seconds to go in the half, a 17-point Jeffette lead. 35-18. Stuart Menlo would like to get a bucket here. They go to Stroh in the lane, all by herself, and misses off the glass. Now a rebounding foul on Ann Stroh of Stuart Menlo, her second. 6 seconds to go in the half, and Kristi Kinney will return to the free throw line. Tom Stroh, boy, it's one of those old, you make a mistake and you compound it.
Certainly a frustration foul. She had a point-blank layup, and it got caught out in front of the basket, tried to use the board from right in front, and just a little bit too hard.
Kinney on the line, misses again, just 4 for 9. Miller rebounds for Stuart Menlo. They can, well, they won't get a last-second shot off. At midcourt, Teresa Kane stood there with the ball. 35-18. The Jeffettes hold Stuart Menlo to 7 points in that second quarter. We're at halftime. It's Parents' night. The Parents
That's in the second quarter.
Stuart Menlo plays the ball in first. Teresa Kane goes into Michelle Belden, and we're underway. Kane at the top of the circle. Lob pass control. Comes down right baseline. Shot is an air ball. Amy Gardner defending. Might have got a piece of that. Goes into the hands of Nicole Wright, and the Jeffettes have it. 17 where they're sitting now is their biggest lead. Lautner in the circle. Passes left side to Kristi Kinney. Jeffettes works to the basket. Far left. Bank shot no good by Kinney. Olhausen tries to save it. It's loose on the floor. And Olhausen will save at midcourt. Jeffettes will try it again. Left side Lautner. Dumps it inside. Stripped away. Who comes up to the ball? It's Candy Miller for Stuart Menlo in her fifth steal. Averaging 9.5 a game, leading the state. Belden out front for the Cyclones. Gives it to Teresa Kane. Comes into the lane and back out to Belden on the pass. Belden looking down low, finds Kane, and the shot blocked, but a foul on Kristi Burnell. For Burnell, her first foul of the night, and that's good news as she is many times in foul trouble. First foul on either team in this period. Teresa Kane stepping to the line, just 1 of 4 from the line in the first half. She's averaging 26 points a game and can't hit that one. 1 of 5 from the free throw line now. Kane had only 5 points in the first half. Second free throw, that's in and out, no good. Tapped around, Stroh saves for Stuart Menlo, puts it up. She can't hit the shot, and the rebound to Amy Gardner. Gardner at almost 6 rebounds a game.
She's got 6 right now, Doug.
6 on the money. And the last several ball games, Gardner has really played outstanding. Gardner and Burnell, the 2 seniors, both have really been playing at the top of their game. Jeff, that ball in the front court. Neither team has scored in the first minute 20 of this period. Kinney with a travel. It wasn't called, but she threw the ball away anyway. And so Stuart Menlo will get it back. 35-18 where we were at halftime. Cyclone ball. Belding in the backcourt to Candy Miller, and into the front court it goes. Belden with it. Michelle gives off out front to Teresa Kane. Comes to the top of the circle. Bobs it left side to Belden. In the lane, loses a handle, picks it up, banks it up. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound to Nicole Wright. She trips over her own teammate. Kristi Burnell hits the deck, and the ball goes out of bounds right below us. Well, a little sloppy here in the first minute 50 for both teams. Here's Burnell nearly stealing the inbound pass. It's flattened out of bounds.
Well, Doug, you mentioned sloppiness. Jeff has 3 turnovers already, and Stuart Menlo 3 good shots and have yet to hit one.
Here's Stroh in the lane. Looks like she traveled. No call. Loose ball, and coming away with it, Belden. Stuart Menlo hangs onto it. Kane outside the right side of the lane. Stops, shoots, scores. Teresa Kane, 2 minutes into the third quarter, gets the first points for either team. That's 7 for her. And the lead is 15, 35-20. Lautner stands in the circle with the ball, gives to Olhausen underneath Kinney. There's an easy 2, and she misses. Gets the rebound, scores, and is fouled. The foul being whistled on Stacey Moss, her second, the team's first of this half. 26 points for Kinney. And this actually might work out better for the Jeffettes if Kinney makes the free throw, but Kristi just 4 of 9 in the first half from the line. A 65%er of the season, and this one no good. 4 of 10. 37-20, Jeffettes equal their biggest lead. Steal for Tara Lautner, bad pass by Miller that time. Kinney down the right side, gets in traffic and travels. 5 5:27 to go, third quarter. The turnovers really mounting up for the JSHS here in the early going of the third quarter, but they lead it by 17. Stuart Menlo having great difficulty scoring. Belden in the middle, passes to Stroh, puts up a shot, no good. Gardner harassed that one, loose ball, and Stroh saves it at the three-point line on the left side. To Belden, inside to hand Stroh. She turns, gives to Kane, who shoots and cannot hit it. Rebound to Belden, who scores for Stuart Menlo. 7 points for Michelle, who averages 13 a game, and it's 37-22. Difference again, 15. Lautner passes goal out the right side, back to Tara. Drives the left side, puts it up off the side of the glass. And the rebound to Candy Miller of Stuart Menlo. They could get it down to a little bit more manageable margin, 13 or so. Inside to Kane, underneath the basket. Backs up, scores, and is fouled, and counts the basket. Amy Gardner on the foul, her second, the team's second. That is 37-24, and a free throw here will cut it to a 12-point game. If Kane makes the free throw, she'll have 5 points in the early going of this quarter, and that's all she had in the whole first half. She gets it. Kane 2 of 7 from the line and has 10 points now, 5 quick ones. And the Cyclones have cut a 17-point deficit to a dozen. In the front court, Kristi Kinney with the ball. Right side to Robin Olhausen. In the circle, Lautner. Inside to Kinney, ball batted away. That was a good defense there by Belding. Outside, a steal. Well, nearly for Miller, but a loose ball, and Lautner comes up with it. Miller almost had her sixth steal. Now the Jets turn it over again off the hands of Tara Lautner after Miller had deflected. And the Jets have been held to 2 points in the first 4 minutes of play here in the third quarter. And how many turnovers now, Tom?
JSHS with 5. That's 2 now for Stuart Menlo, Doug.
Loose ball in the backcourt. Kinney steals it right as Miller went to pass. Kinney took it away. JSHS get it back, leading by a dozen. 17's been their biggest lead. Right side, Olhausen has it, and gets fouled as she went to pass. That will be the third foul on Stacey Moss. Second team foul with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Well, they say it was in the act of shooting, although Olhausen went overhead, passing it to her left. 2 free throws coming up for Robin, who is 1 of 3 is all. 1 of 4 from the line. The Jets miserable at the line tonight, and if this game tightens up much more, that'll become a real factor. Second free throw, Olhausen, no good. 1 of 5. She wasn't even close in either one. Loose ball, Kinney saves, puts it up, and scores. Bank shot from the right side of the lane. Kinney with 28. The Jets from the line, 5 of 15. And normally they shoot 2/3. Tonight shooting 1/3. 39-25, Jets lead. On the right side, Stroh, nice fadeaway jumper on the right baseline for 2. And Stroh with 10 points, the first 2 of this half. Lead back to a dozen. Stuart Menlo staying in it. Lautner has the ball, gives out to Olhausen. Right side to Tara. In the lane, the pass to Kinney, and she has an awkward shot at it, kind of jumping away and misses short. Rebound to Candy Miller. Stuart Menlo could cut this to a 10-point game. The Jets have been outscored 9-4 in this period. Left side, Belden has it. Shoots it from 12. Yeah, she does hit the shot. It's a 10-point game. 9 points for Michelle Belden. The Jets offense non-existent in this third quarter. They averaged almost 80 points a game. They've got 4 here in this quarter. Inside, Kinney shoots and is fouled. No basket, so that'll be foul number 3 on Steph Belding, third team foul. Well, the free throw line is where you want to put the Jets, Tom.
Good as a turnover this quarter, isn't it?
Kinney 4 of 10 from the line. And this is missing badly. 4 of 11. The Jets 5 of 16 as a team from the line. Miserable, no, certainly the worst free throw shooting of the year. This one is good. And that is 29 points for Kristi Kinney. It's a 40-29 ball game. Miller brings it up. Looks like he traveled with it. No call. Ball into the front court. Kane with it in the circle. Being hounded by Brunel. Kristi gets it off to Michelle Belden. Stuart Menlo could get that deficit down to 9 here. Pass inside to Kane. Backs up. Has it slapped away by Brunel. Ball goes to Stroh, and Burnell knocks down Ann Stroh as she tried to put it up. Ann will shoot a couple free throws. Second foul on Kristi Burnell. And team fouls even at 3 with 2:15 to go. In the third, JSHS have scored just 5 points in this quarter. Stroh at the line and makes the first free throw. Her first free throw of the night. Ann cuts it to a 10-point game, and a free throw here will make it a 9-point ball game, and it was 17 at the half. Good quarter for Stuart Menlo. Burnell and Wright will leave the guard court. Laura Myers and Heidi Limburg in, along with Amy Gardner for the JSHS. Second free throw, and Stroh is good. Nothing but net on both of them. We've got a 9-point ball game.
And we've got a Stuart Menlo score ball game here, too, Doug. They've really slowed down the tempo, and they've got this game much more the style they'd like to have it be.
12 points for Gardner. 40-31 is the difference. And into the front court, Gardner lobs it to Olhausen. Left side it goes to Lautner. From the baseline, nobody guarded her, and she makes the layup. Nobody on the baseline, and Lautner with 6 points, averaging 20 a ball game. 42-31 with 1:45 to go in the third. Kane on the left wing behind the three-point line. Gives off to Belden. Dribbles once. Back to Teresa Kane. Will shoot it from 18. It is good. Kane with 7 in this period. 12 for the game. And we're back to a 9-point ball game. 42-33. With the basketball, Kinney in the circle. Bounce pass left side. Sarah Lautner. She'll shoot it from 15. It's good. Nobody guarding Lautner for the second time in a row. She's got 8 points. The last two JSHS baskets. The lead's 11 again. 44-33. Just over a minute to go. Third quarter. Here's Kane in the lane. Stops. Banks it up and in. Teresa Kane with 14 points. 9 in this period. So she's really getting hot now. Again, a 9-point game. Stuart Menlo staying right in it with a big third quarter. Here's a turnover in the lane and a steal to Candy Miller, and Michelle Belding hit it away, and it could be a 7-point game. Well, let's credit Stuart Menlo, certainly, for really having a big quarter when they needed it. The JSHS looks like it might be a blowout. Here's Belden, and the shot is good. Turn around her in the lane. It's a 7-point game. 11 points for Michelle Belden. 44-37. Inside, Kinney scores for the JSHS. It's 31 for Kristi Kinney. And it's a 9-point game, 46-37. Outside for 3. Kane can't hit it. It's off the glass. Picked up and missed by Belden. And a foul is going to be called on Ann Stroh of Stuart Menlo. Fouling Amy Gardner, trying to get that ball on the baseline. 3 fouls on Stroh. 4th team foul. 46-37 with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. 19-point quarter for Stuart Menlo. Tom, they had 18 in the whole first half.
Outstanding quarter for those gals.
Here's Kinney, throws it away. Looking for Robin Olhausen, left baseline. JSHS horrendous with the turnovers in this quarter.
That's 7 this quarter. They had 7 in the whole first half.
Stuart Menlo, I don't know if they can get a shot off. They're in the backcourt with 2 seconds. 1, and that's the period. 46-37, but the Cyclones have clawed their way back in it. They held the JSHS to 11 points in that quarter. And we've got the 4th period coming up after this. And for 11. Stuart Menlo has got an 18-point lead down to 9. It was 7 at one time, and the JSHS turn it over again. Right off the bat, that bounce pass right to Kristi Kinney, hits off her knee, and to Belding, Steph Belding, and the Cyclones get it back here, and this could be a real ball game down the stretch here. Way too many JSHS turnovers. They're not playing like an unbeaten team tonight. And in the lane, Heidi Limburg forces a jump. The arrow stays with Stuart Menlo, so it's not a turnover. Stroh got in the lane, and Heidi reached in.
Yeah, same move we saw get the reverse layup on, and that time defensive help allowed that.
Ball played into Stroh. Stroh to Belding. Works the way inside and scores. We've got a 7-point game again. That's 14 points for Michelle Belding. 46-39. Here come the JSHS. Lautner misses. Kinney rebounds and scores.
Kristi Kinney now 9 offensive rebounds.
48-39. Kinney with 33 points. Put the ball out front. That's Belden for Stuart Menlo. Had a foul inside, so it went to Teresa Kane. Laura Myers on the personal. Laura Myers is 3rd. And that's the 4th team foul. 4 each way now. Both teams on the 1-1 after this. Kane has has it, left wing on the inbound. Dan Stroll. Go to Kane, 15-footer, it's good! Kane warming up, just 16 points. And only 5 in the first half. Back to a 7-point game, 48-41. Stuart Menlo with 6:45 to go, trying to upset the JSHS. Lochner scores from the left wing of about a 10-footer. 10 points for Tara Lochner, and the lead back to 9. 35-18 at the half. Didn't look like Stuart Menlo would have much of a chance, but they played outstanding here in this half. And a push out by Menlo, an offensive foul call. Her fourth foul. It puts the JSHS at the line, and both teams shooting below 50% here. That's not a bad place for the guard court to put the forward. 6:31 to go in the game. Kristi up there, just 5 of 12 of the 1-and-1 right now. And it is good. Kinney with 34 points. Second one coming up. In and out, no good. 10-point game, 51-31. It's out of bounds, though, and Stuart Menlo fell down with the ball. Casey Moss had it, fell down, went out of bounds. Check that ball. He'll go up by a dozen. Olhausen to Kinney inside, all 3 guards on her. She misses a shot and one rebounding foul on Tara Lochner. She went over the back. That's one of 2 times Tom I can remember Kinney in traffic, 3 guards around her, not passing the open girl.
She forced the shot there and clearly long, and then Lochner came in. That's over somebody's back.
And the free throw streak for Kane is good. So Kane will get the bonus. She has really warmed up, held to 5 points in the first half. Second one bounces off, no good. So Teresa is just 3 of 9 from the free throw line. She has 17 points. It's a 9-point game again. 51-42. Still over 6 minutes to play in the game. Lochner passes to Kinney in the lane. The shot no good, but a foul. That will be on Candy Miller, who got 2 early fouls, and then this is her first one since. Kinney back at the line, and she is just 6 of 14 free throw shooting tonight. Kristi Burdell back in the JSHS guard court, and Amy Gardner will get a breather. JSHS trying to go to 16-0. Stuart Menlo trying to spring what will be a sizable upset. Kinney makes the free throw. A 1 out of 2 from the line at this point is an accomplishment. 6 for 17 a moment ago. And Kinney gets them both. She is now 8 of 16 from the line tonight. And Kristi with 36 points, averaging a little about 40.5 per game. And a steal, Olhausen steals it, puts it up to Lochner, to Kinney for the left side layup. Easy one there, and it's up to 13 just like that, 55-42, 38 points for Kinney, and a foul on Kristi Burdell on the JSHS guard court, her third. And Ann Stroh to the line for Stuart Menlo. She's 2 of 2 free throw shooting. 5:52 to go in the game, 55-42 JSHS. Free throw is good by Ann. 3 of 3. 13 points for Stroh. Second one is good. 55-44, 11-point ball game. 4 for 4 for Stroh from the line. And on the season, 68% free throw shooter. 11-point JSHS lead. They have the ball. Lochner will miss badly. Throw up an air ball from the left side. Rebound goes into the hands of Stacey Moss, who then throws it away. But it's JSHS also throw it away, and it'll be Stuart Menlo's ball. Kane near midcourt. Throws it down to Stroh. Breakaway. Stops. Shoots. Misses. And Stroh commits a foul. We've seen her do that before, and Tom, that's 5 fouls on Ann Stroh.
Yeah, she plays very hard, and her fouls basically have been, as you said, after she missed the shot and going for the offensive rebound and being screened off, she's had to go over the back.
38 points for Kinney, 8 of 16 from the line, and she's got the 1-on-1 here. One more foul, and Stroh's out of the game. She's got 14 points. Kinney's free throw is good. 9 of 17 now for Kinney. The line, 39 points. And there's 40 as she makes them both. Kristi has shot free throws well lately. She's now 10 of 18 from the line and does have 40 points. 57-44, Jeff Etz by 13. Stuart Menlo down quickly. Kane on the baseline is bumped and fouled by Laura Myers. 4 fouls on Laura Myers off the bench. 5:09 yet to play in the game. 57-44 the difference. Kane just 3 of 9 free throw shooting. Teresa held to 5 points in the first half. This free throw is good. 57-45. Second one good, so she's 5 of 11 from the line and has 20 points. 15 in this half. 11-point lead for the Jeff Etz with 5 minutes to play in the game. 17's been their biggest. They had that at the half. Then big Stuart Menlo third quarter to get back in it. Here's Lautner on the drive. She's fouled. No basket, but it'll be foul number 4 on Stacy Moss. And for the first time tonight, Tara Lautner will shoot free throws. She has 10 points. On the season, Tara is a 62% free throw shooter. She's brought that up from just over 50%. Free throw is good. Amy Gardner coming back into the Jeff Etz guard court, replacing Laura Myers, who has 4 fouls. 4:55 to go in the game. Jeff Etz by a dozen. Second free throw for Lautner. Bounces around and goes in. So she's 2 of 2 from the line and has a dozen points. And the lead is back to 13. 59-46. Miller in the backcourt. Heaves it up. Loose ball in the front court, but Kane is there to save for Stuart Menlo. To Belden on the left wing. Back to Teresa Kane. She's been hot, and she still is. 17-foot shot goes in on the left side. 22 points for Kane. And it's back to an 11-point game, 59-48. Well, you really got to credit Teresa Kane, Tom. Here comes Lautner shooting and scoring from the free throw line on the left side. Lautner with 14 points now, 61-48. But 5 points of the half. Kane could have kind of tossed it in.
Yeah, she's played very well. Missed only 2 shots this entire quarter for half, Doug.
Here's a steal for Amy Gardner. Pass intended for Stroh. Jeff Etz by 13, and they have the ball. Lautner passes out to Olausen. Inside Kinney. Shoots off the glass. Too hard. No good. It spins out. The rebound is Stacy Moss. Stuart Menlo has it. 4 minutes to go in the game. They trail by 13. Certainly have been very strong here in this second half. Give them a lot of credit. Down by 17 at the half. Here's Belden outside. She scores from the left side, a 15-footer. 14 points for Michelle Belden.
You can hear Coach Dean Rowe clear over here, Doug, going, put it up. He knows with 4 minutes to go, they've got to get some shots off.
61-50. Lautner counters the same spot 2 times in a row. Tara Lautner now with 8 points in this period, 16 in the game. 63-50. 13-point Jeff Etz lead. Stroll in the lane is fouled. It's on Amy Gardner prior to the shot, which did go in, but it won't count. And Stroh, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, has a 1-on-1 opportunity, and that's the third foul on Amy Gardner. 3:23 to go in the game. Free throw for Ann is good. 5 of 5 from the line for Ann Stroh, and she has 15 points. Second one for Ann, in and out, and in again. 63-52, she got them both to go. We're back to an 11-point game and 6 of 6 free throw shooting for Ann Stroh. Both teams hitting better in this fourth period. Into the front court it goes. 3:12 to play in the game. Here comes Lautner, lays it up, left side, good. Lautner with 18 and 10 of them in this quarter. They're paying attention to Kristi Kinney and not Tara Lautner. 13-point Jeff Etz lead. Under 3 minutes to go now. Left side Belden to Kane in the lane. Stops and has a shot blocked by Kristi Burnell, but it goes back to Teresa Kane. Cyclones still have it. And Stroll with it. Starts the drive on the right side. Stops. Passes back to Belden. Out of Kane. Free throw line shot is good. She has been hot. 23 points. Teresa Kane, the lead back to 11. 65-54. Olausen lobs it to Kinney in the lane and back out. Lautner shoots again and scores again. She's found the range, a dozen in this quarter and 20 for the game. That's her scoring average. Tom, she had only 4 at the half.
5 out of her last 6 from the field, Doug, and 8 for her last 10.
67-54. Inside to Stroll for the Cyclones. Shuffle the feet, no call. Back to Kane. To Stroll. Won't shoot. Has the ball, looks around, gives to Kane. We're at the 2-minute mark. Kane loses the handle, but is fouled by Amy Gardner. JSHS wanted a double dribble, but the foul instead called against Gardner, her fourth. And with 2 minutes to play, it'll be Kristi Kane at the line for Stuart Menlo. She's 5 of 11 at the line. Held to 5 points in the first half, and now it's 24 and make it 25. 24 points. 24 as that one popped out no good. 6 of 13 at the line for Kane and rebound to Amy Gardner. 12-point difference. 67-55. JSHS go to Kinney in traffic. Loose ball as it's batted away. Saved low by Lautner. Now the pass knocked out by Candy Miller. 1:47 to go.
Down 12 points, but they haven't quit playing hard. Good defense right there.
Been very impressed in this half. Here's why. Here's Olhouse missing the shot. JSHS really don't need to shoot. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Kristi Burnell. Kristi Kane was knocked down. No foul call. Belden will play it in for the Cyclones. They are running out of time, but really have played a game second half. Here's Belden outside. Her shot runs off no good, and Stroll will be called for her 6th foul. She's out of the game. The forward fouls out. You don't see it very often. Stroll at 6 of 6 at the free throw line goes out with 16 points.
And Dean can't believe that one, Doug. He's over there with his head down on the stage.
1:28 to go in the game. And Stuart Menlo will have to make a change in the front court. Now Gardner and Burnell come out. Skip Morris, the senior, 5'8", guard. And
Banquet's up to 100. That's the Harris House. Open early in the morning till late at night.
18-point lead down to 7 on the road at an undefeated ball club's house. And with a few weird things happening, who knows down the stretch here. Kinney's at the line and makes the free throw. She's now 11 of 19 and has 41 points, just over her average. 68-55 the score. Second free throw good. 69-55. This is the biggest JSHS lead since early in the third quarter. Now we've got Robin Olhausen committing a foul. That's exactly what the JSHS did not want. Fouling Candy Miller. Robin's first foul. 1:25 to go in the game, and the Cyclones will get a shot at it. Their best free throw shooter tonight, Ann Stroh, 6 of 6. She's fouled out. Kristi Kane at the line. She can't hit it. She's 6 of 14. The ball tipped around, and coming up with it, Heidi Lindbergh. JSHS by 14, and they have the ball. They don't really need to shoot it. They'll go inside to Kinney. She'll shoot it, and it's good. It popped up in the air and went back in, and Kinney now with 44 points. It's 71-55. Left side, Belden. She'll shoot, and it's an air ball picked up by Skip Morris. And this one now is over. JSHS by 16, but it's really been a struggle in the second half. And credit Stuart Menlo for that. On the right side, Tara Lautner open to Robin Olhausen. 39 seconds to go in the game. The JSHS really don't need to shoot the ball. Stuart Menlo now does. No, it's 3 seconds in the lane to call. Another JSHS turnover. Here comes Brandy Fleming, a little used junior forward, 5'8", replacing Tara Lautner. Lautner's battled the flu the last 3 ball games. And warmed up in this fourth quarter. Got 12 over 20 points in this period. A steal for Marky Allensworth. JSHS shoot it back. Fleming shoots and can't hit it. Rebound Olhausen. She can't get out of traffic. Now does. Well, now she does it. Olhausen gets called for 3 seconds in the lane. 71-55. 14 seconds to play. And with the basketball, Stuart Menlo in the front court. Kane slides down the left side, scoops it up. It's no good, but a foul on Marky Allensworth. Her first. That stops the clock with 8 seconds to go. 44 points from Kristi Kinney leading the JSHS attack tonight. Kane at the line, just 6 of 14, now 7 of 15, as that one is good. And the second free throw for Teresa was good. She's got point number 26, and she's 8 of 16 at the line. This time running out. Loose ball. Allensworth, or Lindbergh has it. 71-57, and that will do it. As Skinny launches a three-pointer, it banks up and off, no good. 71-57, and that will do it. As Skinny launches a three-pointer, it banks up and off, no good. 71-57, the final. The JSHS